It wasn't too long ago that Elon Musk fancied himself the co-president, the second most important person in America with the ability to reshape our government. But Elon Musk has flown a little too close to the sun, and now, much like one of his swastikars, he is on fire. Every goal that he set out to accomplish in government has failed. He lied about finding $1 trillion worth of waste. The only thing he did accomplish was pouring billions of dollars into his own companies, which has actually backfired because he has lost well more than that with the failure of Tesla because of how hated he has become. It has all gone as poorly as possible for Elon, and that is the reason we are seeing a big announcement that is breaking his heart and is cause for celebration. We are going to get into it all in the sad state of affairs for Elon. But before we do, if I could quickly ask you to leave a like on this video, and if you haven't already and you enjoy our channel, to hit that subscribe button. It goes a long way, and it really does mean a lot to me. Now, there's two reasons why Elon is about to make a big announcement. The first one has to do with Tesla, and that was broken down on Morning Joe.
And speaking of Musk, we should note today there's a Tesla earnings call today. Some people believe that Musk in that call might reveal how much longer he's going to stay working for the administration.
And how well the company is doing.
Again, their problem is, part of the problem, Jonathan, is a political problem, obviously. The very areas where he used to get the most, whether you look at California or let's just say bluer states where he'd find most of his EV customers. Those cells are drying up. You look at France, you look at Germany, you look at his EV cells in Europe getting absolutely pounded because, again, he got involved unnecessarily in far-right politics to little to no effect. In fact, God, have you looked at the numbers in Canada lately? Mm-hmm. I mean, Carney is going to probably win an outright majority there. You look at what's happened across Europe. It's not working. All he's doing is damaging his brand, and then China. I mean, if this were just politics, that would be one problem with Tesla. The problem is he's getting lapped in China on technology. Again, I'm not giving Elon Musk advice, but the last thing this guy needs to do right now when he's getting pounded, what has he lost, $150 billion?
Tesla sales domestically and around the world are tanking, and now Elon Musk is going to have to face his investors who are furious with him, and rightfully so. He has been a terrible CEO and is costing them billions of dollars with his ineptitude and how much everyone hates him. Can we just be clear about how much everyone hates Elon Musk? He is somehow even more unpopular than Donald Trump. That is the big success of the Elon of it all in this administration. It is that he has found a way somehow to be the least popular person in this country and it not to be named Donald Trump. But it's not just Tesla that is causing Elon to make a big announcement. It is also the fact that he is losing the power he thought he once had in this administration, as we can see right here.
Quick follow-up. There's been some public sparring between Elon Musk and the president's trade advisor, Peter Navarro, on some of these tariffs. Musk actually referred to Navarro today as being, quote, dumber than a sack of bricks. Are you at all, or is the administration, the president, all concerned that this is maybe impacting the public's understanding of these tariffs? It might be messing with the message on it?
No, look, these are obviously two individuals who have very different views on trade and on tariffs. Boys will be boys, and we will let their public sparring continue.
There have been constant clashes with Elon and other cabinet officials, and the boys will be boys of it all just shows how much the administration is over what is happening. Not even Carolyn Levitt can cover up that Elon Musk is clashing with Donald Trump's top advisors. And of course, we remember that the cabinet officials absolutely hate him. And that's kind of the same with everyone else in America. And it is the reason that Elon Musk is seeing the end of his time in the White House. Not just having his contract run out, but at this point, he's done so poorly, he just wants to quit. And we can see that in this article right here. Musk wants to leave politics because he's tired of attacks from the left, report says. Speculation of Tesla's CEO possible departure comes as his influence in the administration appears to wane. Elon Musk is reportedly set to leave his government role because he's tired of what he sees as a litany of vicious and unethical attacks from the left, according to a report from the Washington Post. It remains unclear when Musk will depart as head of the Government Efficiency Department. His special government employee status will expire at the end of next month. A person familiar with his thinking told the Post that Musk thinks that his work at DOGE won't be diminished because of his departure, noting that staffers have already established themselves across a slew of federal agencies. But speculation of Musk's possible departure comes as his influence in the administration appears to wane. The New York Times reported last week that the acting commissioner of the IRS was being replaced after Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent complained that Musk had his preferred candidate installed without Bessent's support. Musk has also annoyed other cabinet members by failing to coordinate with them in cost-cutting moves. Meanwhile, Wedbush Securities analyst Dan Ives has said that Musk should leave his government role and once again focus on his efforts on Tesla, arguing that the company is facing a code red moment. Musk needs to leave the government, take a major step back on DOGE, and get back to being a CEO of Tesla full-time, Ives wrote to clients on Sunday, according to Bloomberg. Tesla is Musk and Musk is Tesla, and anyone that thinks the brand damage Musk has inflicted is not a real thing. Spend some time speaking to car buyers in the U.S., Europe, or Asia. You will think differently after those discussions. Tesla has unfortunately become a political symbol globally of the Trump administration and DOGE, Ives added, going on to argue that the company faces potentially 15%, 20% permanent demand destruction for future Tesla buyers due to the brand damage Musk has created with DOGE. The Post also revealed that some officials refused to comply with Musk's requirement that federal employees send weekly emails listing 5 things they did the previous week. He warned that not sending emails would count as a resignation. However, just 2 days after Musk's order was issued on February 22nd, the Office of Personnel Management stated in a briefing for human resources officers that participation was voluntary and not doing so would not be considered a resignation, as an email obtained by the Post shows. The email also said that the office didn't intend to do anything with the messages that they submitted. Agencies are now employing different policies, with some agencies having stopped requiring the emails. A smaller number of departments still follow the mandate, while others require emails but don't follow up to check for compliance or track responses in a way that employees have noticed. Many of these who are still sending the emails are sending similar messages each week or viewing them as a joke. A joke. That is how Elon Musk is viewed. Beside the fact that he's viewed as a corrupt criminal who's a sponge on our government, and the damage that he's inflicted on his reputation will never be forgotten, not only in this political moment, but for the rest of time. Elon has cemented his legacy. It will not be as a CEO, it will not be as an entrepreneur, it will not be as someone who sent rockets up to space. It will be this government sponge, this person who attacked Social Security and Medicaid for his own benefit, only to find that the benefit was that everyone hates him, that his time in government was so short-lived, and I don't even want to say for a short time successful. It wasn't. From day one, on day one, Elon Musk threw up a Sig Heil, and even before that, it was going poorly. This was never going to work out. This did not work out, even for Elon, the guy who had unlimited access to whatever corrupt practice he wanted to engage in, still managed to screw it up for himself because he is so unlikable. That is the story of Elon Musk, that he is universally hated, and that he's not smart. He's not good at this. He never was. It was the point I tried to make from the beginning. None of these guys were super geniuses. They don't have big brains. They don't see the chessboard differently. They're just corrupt. And now we all see that. And now Elon is dealing with the consequences. Not only is the worst thing that could possibly happen to him happening, he's hated, which drives him crazy, but now he's hated in a lot breaker. And Rachel Maddow broke that down even more right here.
His Department of Government Efficiency DOGE thing is a mix of embarrassment for its errors and its palpable confusion, and horror and anger for how much damage it is doing to the U.S. government, with really nothing positive to show for itself at all. Even if the whole idea of DOGE was cutting spending, the Trump administration is spending more on a daily basis than the Biden administration was. So even if the whole good idea of DOGE is less government spending, it has absolutely failed at that, with Trump spending more than Biden did. Musk's cocky assertions about 150-year-olds getting Social Security were immediately debunked and showed him to just not understand the data he was looking at, which is very embarrassing for a man whose whole brand is "look how smart I am." Musk's time in Washington has been marked by White House officials snarking anonymously to the press, like Rolling Stone magazine, about the perception by some in the White House that Mr. Musk appears to be high all the time. Also, that he's possibly the most annoying person on the planet. I keep using the word annoying, but the word doesn't do the situation justice. Musk apparently tried to get a top secret briefing from the Pentagon on China war plans. That was promptly reported in the New York Times, which led President Trump to show that he was both absolutely unaware that his top campaign donor had arranged this for himself. Trump then very quickly made clear that he didn't think something like that should happen. And so it was canceled, and Elon had to eat that too. Musk then tried to get back into the money and politics game where he'd done so well, getting Trump into the White House in the first place. He went very publicly all in with massive spending, ostentatious spending, and personal appearances to try to sway the Wisconsin State Supreme Court election. Elon Musk's candidate then lost by double digits in an election that was universally branded as a referendum on Elon Musk. Musk then installed his own choice as acting IRS commissioner. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent then complained to Trump and uninstalled the guy 2 days later. Musk then took a loud public stance against Donald Trump's tariffs. Trump has ignored his loud public stance against them and kept the tariffs and all their disastrous implications, including for Musk's own car company. Musk then started a loud public beef with Trump advisor Peter Navarro. Trump decided, quite obviously, to keep Peter Navarro, and we haven't heard much from Elon Musk ever since. Now, the Washington Post reports this weekend that Elon Musk's signature move in Washington, that whole "tell me 5 things you did last week or you'll be fired" government email, that email goes out sometimes weekly now to government employees, but people just ignore it. It's being ignored by multiple, if not most, agencies in the government because Elon Musk no longer really seems to have the juice to do anything about it. Musk no longer appears to be running stuff, let alone personally wielding some kind of axe over every government employee in every government agency. All of that on top of the massive public revulsion at his role in Donald Trump's administration and in American politics. The massive public revulsion for Elon Musk's role in Washington has made the Tesla brand toxic, not to mention his own personal brand. So we'll see tomorrow how things go on that Tesla first quarter earnings call. We'll see how it goes for Tesla. We'll see how it goes in terms of telling us what's about to happen to Elon Musk and his sojourn in Washington.
There's just something so sweet about Elon Musk ending this tenure just on the most sour note, with his tail between his legs, like the joke, like the embarrassment that he is. And do you know what? If he sticks around for any longer, even a couple more minutes, we're going to be calling him out every day on this show. And if you want to support that, as always, you can hit that subscribe button, leave a like on this video, and if you stuck around to the end, you can drop a blue heart in the comments. And until next time, I'll see you soon.